Welcome to Coming Out of the Dark podcast, a podcast like none other, where women are empowered, encouraged, and uplifted to be the best version of themselves. Get ready to come from darkness into light with a passion to fulfill purpose. Here is your host, Miss Lady O.
Hello, thank you for listening to another episode of Coming Out of the Dark. I'm your host, Lady O. If you're tuning in for the first time, I want to share that this platform is in celebration of the life and memory of my beautiful sister, Glennis Marie Boyce. She is the inspiration for this platform. All that I do is in celebration of her life, and what she means to me. I would also like to share that I am not a doctor or a therapist, but I am a certified empowerment coach who is committed to supporting women that are ready to break the cycle of self-sabotaging beliefs so they can build healthy relationships, own their identity, and confidently achieve their desired goals. It's my life's purpose to encourage, empower, and uplift. And I'm honored to do this on this platform. This week, I want to lead the conversation with a question. What do you need to break away from? What are you holding on to because of fear of letting go? Are you telling a story that is not true for fear of the truth and how it will make you feel or how you will be viewed? I know that wasn't just one question, but that was a series of questions. And I also know that these are interesting questions. They are thought-provoking questions. To get to the root of issues and challenges we may be facing in our lives, we don't think about what is attached to us. We don't think about the pain and traumatic experiences we go through and the excess of pain, along with emotions, it leaves in our lives. We don't think about why we can't let go of people, places, and things that are no longer serving us, but hinder our growth and our development. These are the types of questions we should reflect on during our time of meditation and prayer. Striving to overcome challenges and achieve greatness requires us to examine the journey traveled and our current state. Once done, you will be able to ask yourself or determine if you see a pattern or a theme. This is the thing. We carry baggage with us from one stage of life to another. Not many take time to reflect and do the self-care work to ensure we are mentally and emotionally well. We're often taught to experience the hurt, pain, or rejection, or whatever emotion you're feeling at the time, to experience it. But we must brush our shoulders off. We must hold our head up high, and then eventually we got to keep it moving. We call this strength. We even call this determination. We cheer our friends on saying, "You go ahead, girl. Keep your head up. It's going to be all right." But I call this denial. We deny experiences in our lives if it's not pleasing. No one wants to feel pain, hurt, depression, aggression, agitation, or even rejection. So when these feelings arise, we suppress them and call them something else other than what it really is. We create this false narrative for the sake of protecting ourselves. Then here comes the disguise and the putting on a persona to conceal what is really going on inside. These emotions now become the driving force in our lives. We are linked to them because it provides comfort and safety. The problem comes in when we strive for greater and encounter mental and emotional roadblocks. We are trying to move forward only to go inward to a familiar space that we thought we escaped or overcame many years ago. You may experience thoughts such as, I want to achieve greater, I am moving forward, but I am fearful of rejection. I want to achieve greater, I am moving forward, but I stumble when it comes to trust. I want to achieve greater, I am moving forward, but I have a difficult time connecting with people. I want to achieve greater, and I am moving forward, but I have a hard time letting go, surrendering to the process of life for the need to be in control. And lastly, I want to achieve greater. I am moving forward, but I have a difficult time believing in myself. All these scenarios are legitimate scenarios that we experience in our lives. I know I have experienced a few in my time of development and achievement. Here's the thing. Until you get serious about your development, healing, and growth, stop hiding behind a false narrative that you have adopted due to past hurts and traumas. You will always wound up at step one, regardless of how far you think you have come. You see, that's the beauty of life. God wants us to learn the lesson so much so that He will repeat it several times so we can get it right. Self-reflection is often encouraged, but seldom practiced. Because to self-reflect, you need to be willing to see yourself, your journey, your pain, and where you need healing. This is a good place to be, but it's also scary because many of us have been wearing a disguise for so many years that we forgot. We created a version of ourselves that's not even true. If this is true for you, and you're a woman that is seeking to go after your purpose, your dreams, your aspirations, you will experience roadblocks along the way because you're not being authentically you. What you put out into the world needs to be authentic. And it requires you to embrace all of who you are, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There should not be any shame to that. But I do understand if you feel shame. It is so hard to break away from people, places, and things that have given you a level of comfort. Comfort is something we're all seeking, a sense of belonging. You experience a level of success wearing this disguise, this version of yourself. However, there is a hunger that's burning in the inside of you that wants more. You can't deny that hunger. You're trying various tactics to get to where you visualize yourself. But you encounter roadblocks along the way. You apply various strategies to overcome, but that's not working either. The one thing you have not tried is looking yourself in the mirror and getting real with yourself. Ask yourself, why do I want to pursue this particular business idea? Why do I want to achieve the goals and the dreams and the aspirations and the desires that's in my heart? Why is it so important to me? What's the benefit? Ask, am I looking at things from a me perspective? Or am I looking at things from a serving heart perspective? These answers will help you to begin to dig deeper below the surface of what is exciting you. Once concluded, you will begin to realize what needs to change and what chains in your life need to be broken. We are all tied to something. Some things we are aware of, while others we don't, because the experiences are so traumatic that all we can do is develop coping mechanisms to move forward in life. Life waits for no one and nothing. The minutes are ticking and the days are quickly approaching. So there is no wonder with this fast-paced mentality that we put on disguises to get by and lock ourselves into things mentally, emotionally, and physically. Breaking away from anything, it is not easy. Just the word alone, think about it. Break. It's so aggressive. That in itself can cause you to be hesitant to move forward and heal the wounds of past hurts and traumatic experiences. However, breaking is required because we have been stuck in conditions for so long that it is now a 911 situation. We need to break every chain that is holding us captive from achieving our desires. Break Every Chain by Tasha Cobbs is one of my most favorite songs. It was one morning, I was here and I heard the song and I began to reflect over my life. I recalled things I had to break away from to be the person I am today. For those of you that have known me for some time can attest that the person before you today is a different version of who you have known. Yes, this person has always been here, but I couldn't see her because of the pain, the hurt, coping mechanisms, and the fear of letting go. I knew where I wasn't, and I also knew where I wanted to be. but I became comfortable in the dysfunction of life. I'm here today encouraging you to do the work because I know the benefit of doing it. It's not easy, but it is worth it. It is worth the work. The you on the other side is so much greater than the you see before you today. It takes dedication. It takes commitment. It takes consistency. And mostly it takes trusting God to be the version you want to be. It's not going to happen overnight. So, the question is, are you ready to break the chains of regret, doubt, frustration, jealousy, pride, anger, hurt, pain, disappointment, and resentment? Are you willing to remove the pretense and the persona you have come accustomed to, all to protect this version of you that you created? I hope you answered yes, because God has something great waiting for you. Listen, that business idea is going to flourish in this new version of you. Creativity will flow to support your dreams and your aspirations. Get excited because a new circle of friends, support, and business associates, they're waiting for you. But hey, the only requirement, you must do the work to break every chain that's hindering you from being a greater version of you. It's not worth it to live a life that wasn't created for you. You deserve better. You can have better. And you can achieve your desires. I believe in you. I know you can achieve it. And I have walked this process out myself. I am Lady O, the founder and CEO of Lady O Enterprises and the host of this podcast. My mission is to support you, to encourage, empower, and uplift. And this platform is one of the vehicles I use to do just that. I look forward to sharing with you every Friday in this room, this space, this lounge that I have created called Breaking Barriers That Stifle Your Confidence. It's a room on Clubhouse. I want to invite you to come out and join me and other courageous, beautiful ladies for a night of fun, laughter, and thought-provoking conversation. We're committed to improving our lives so we can live a life of greater. I am wishing you an amazing week ahead, and I know you have the authority to claim it, own it, and be it. So I am going to command you to go out there and be your best to achieve it.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Please subscribe to this podcast and like, share, and follow on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, be well, be safe, and be kind to yourself.